Hello, this is Rebecca with my YouTube channel, Rebecca's Simple Country Life, coming at you with a mid-October garden accountability tour here in southwest Missouri, gardening zone 6B. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay over the wind. It's really kind of picking up. The temperature's supposed to drop tonight and we're supposed to get below freezing, so I'll be covering some of my plants with sheets and hoping that the frost don't kill them. So we're starting at the west garden bed that's in front of our porch deck, our deck ramp, and got the blanket flowers moved over here. All the stuff that were in the concrete planters I wanted to get into the ground. I did that a couple weekends ago. Some little signs that I made. So this is a Sunrita Garden Yellow Gaillardia, so also known as a blanket flower. I've got 4 of those. Stella d'Oro daylily, creeping thyme, skybox Japanese holly. We got a little bunny rabbit, another Stella d'Oro daylily, and then we have this thing. Just this sign does not want to stay turned around, but it is a Walker's Low Nepeta. All 3 of these are supposed to be a Walker's Low Nepeta. I don't know that the back 2 look like the front one, but we'll see how they look come spring. This is my Nandina, kind of in the shade. The leaves haven't started turning red yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. But let's go down to the next bed. And this is the east-facing fence garden. And hopefully I said the other garden I just showed you was east-facing, because it is. I did not get the irises in the ground, but I did get them potted up because I haven't finished that row of concrete blocks on the back side of the fence yet. I moved the rosemary down by the garden gate, as you should. And I have agastache and salvia planted here all together. That clump back there is Stella d'Oro daylily that a friend of mine gave me. I have 4 clumps of those planted. I have the 3 clumps of lamb's ear. The one in the middle is pretty small. You might not be able to see it very well. Got that in the ground. Got the dianthus put in the ground. In this circle, which is an old trampoline, I'm going to put some garden string or coated wire or something on it to make a little grid, but a coworker friend gave me a bunch of her divided peonies, and they're white, and so hopefully I planted them correctly and they'll come up in the spring. Back there is my lemongrass. I like the red that it's turning. I'm hoping it'll live. I do not know if it's a perennial or annual. I thought when I bought it it was a perennial, but I guess we'll find out. I have my little garden situation back here with my flowers and a ladybug. I just like little kitschy stuff like that. Another Stella d'Oro daylily clump. This area I didn't get dirt put into yet, so that'll be a project to finish up filling this bed with dirt and mulch and that kind of thing. Another clump of Stella d'Oro daylilies, and then my irises are starting on the back of the fence. Pretty little blue flower I got, metal. That'll probably get moved around the garden here and there. I had it in another place and it fell over, so I thought, well, I'm just going to stick it in the concrete, see if it'll sit up at it better. I got a little honeybee, some more lemongrass. My coreopsis, I have 6 of those, so I planted them kind of in a, not really an S shape, but just kind of a wavy row, hoping, that when they come back in the summer, they'll look real pretty that way. Another clump of the daylilies, my butterfly. That's one of my favorite garden art pieces. My pink double knockout roses. This is another little tag I made using my label maker. We have a bud that's trying to bloom. I don't know if the frost is going to get it or not. We'll see. Looks like I've got 2 buds. My mums are doing really good. I'm really happy with how they're doing, and definitely will be covering them to try to protect them from the frost. My yarrow is still putting out a little bit of flowers. I'll probably need to trim it back pretty soon. My red knockout rose has got some really pretty red leaves on it. And there's the other yarrow, and it's got one little old flower down there, just a blooming. There's the last 4th of the lemongrass. 4? No, 3 lemongrass. And the mum that's doing so good. Now I'll talk about my garden tags down here. I had made this one first and with a stamping kit, and that was a lot more work than I really wanted to put in it, especially if I wanted to put the full name of the flowers. So that's going to be the only one of its kind with the silver mound artemisia. Now with my Madonna Shasta Daisy, these are just can lids, as you can see. Painted it white, and because my label maker makes white labels with black letters, so I did that. And then the wires are just old wire coat hangers, cut up and reused because I don't like using them for my clothes. So I thought, well, that's a good way to recycle those. Back here, I'm pretty sure this is just some common daylily. It got accidentally dug up at work when they were pulling weeds, and so it was given to me and I planted it in my garden. And then my Muskingum dogwood, can't tell. I think it's still alive. I'll find out for sure in the spring if it starts budding out, but I'm hoping it lives. I got it half price at Menards, and really looking forward to the fall color it might put out next year. Didn't do much of a show this year, of course, because it's just surviving being planted. And then my Cat's Meow Nepeta. It did not do much pudding this year either, but hopefully come summer, spring, it'll look good. Now, let me show you what my next project's going to be. Just a second. This is going to be a garden bed. I have a cast iron bed frame and the door off of our old chicken coop, and together that's going to make a bed frame here between the two walnut trees we have. And in this back corner here, I'm hoping to do a shade garden. I have put in, sorry, I almost tripped over a black walnut. I've put in for a chip drop, just waiting for it to be delivered. And if it's not delivered soonish, then I will have a chip drop definitely when we have our tree cut down. But so I'll be researching plants and flowers that can be planted under walnut trees. There are quite a few. Of course, they'll also be able to deal with part shade, mostly shade. But anyway, that's going to be a project for on down the road. And this video is pretty short, but it's kind of cold out here, kind of windy, and I need to get my plants covered. So thank you for visiting, and I hope you have a good day. Y'all come back now.